5 new achievements for Mafia The Old Country have appeared on Steam. These achievements are currently placeholders by Hangar 13 developers to test, since only 0.1% of players have unlocked them. These 5 new achievements are most likely for the upcoming free ride update that was promised to players 3 months ago. You see, Mafia The Old Country was nominated for Best Storytelling at the 2025 Golden Joystick Awards. Mafia TOC is in competition for Best Storytelling with Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Silent Hill F, Blueprints, Lost Records, Blue Man Rage, and the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Last year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won Best Storytelling at the Joystick Awards. The 43rd Annual Golden Joystick Awards will debut on Thursday, November 20th at 8 AM Pacific Time, 11 AM Eastern Time, and 4 PM Greenwich Mean Time. It's possible the free ride update may release after Hangar 13 wins Best Storytelling, or it may release sooner. The official Mafia Game YouTube channel updated their new Mafia videos playlist 4 days ago, so we may get a free ride trailer soon. Personally, I don't think 2K Games the publisher should be rewarded for releasing an unfinished game. Free Ride was first revealed to be in production on June 10th, 2025 in Dev Diary number 3 months before the game was released, so Hangar 13 has been working on free ride mode for more than 6 months at this point. The 2025 Game Awards show is on December 11th, 2025, and today they announced the nominees. Mafia The Old Country was not nominated at the Game Awards for any category. This is good news. Unfinished games should not be rewarded. Gamers paid $50 for the standard version of this game, and 3 months after release, all the content is still not there. Gamers shouldn't lower their standards. I don't blame the Hangar 13 developers or the actors. I blame 2K Games the publisher for rushing another Mafia game. For those who don't know what free ride is, and what's the difference between free ride and explore mode, here's a recap of my video from 3 months ago. For my long-term subscribers, feel free to stop watching this video now if you've already watched this. This is old information, nothing new. Free ride has officially been confirmed for Mafia The Old Country. On the official Mafia Game website, in a blog post, it says, "Free ride mode coming to Mafia The Old Country as a free update. Free ride mode will be added as a free update for all players in the coming months. As our first order of business, we'd like to thank you, our passionate and fiercely loyal community, for making the launch of Mafia The Old Country a success. We're truly humbled by all the support and dedication that defines the Mafia fandom. You are the reason we get to craft these gritty crime dramas, and we're eternally grateful." Now that the game is finally in your hands, we're excited to confirm that free ride mode will be coming to Mafia The Old Country via a free update for all players in the coming months, which will add new activities and gameplay content. We'll have more details to share at a later date. Since launch, Mafia The Old Country has garnered more than 3 million hours of viewership on Twitch, and players have quickly amassed some dizzying statistics. 6 million shots fired, 185 million enemies dispatched, 17 million bandages used, 10 billion denarii earned. And that pretty much concludes the blog post. According to Video Game Insights by Sensor Tower, Mafia The Old Country sold over 800,000 units in its first 5 days. PlayStation accounted for 48.67% of total sales, while Steam contributed to 37.86% and Xbox at 13.47%. The game's reception shows that both PC and console audiences have embraced the title, making for a successful multi-platform debut. 2K Games in their free ride blog post said, "We'd like to thank you, our passionate and fiercely loyal community, for making the launch of Mafia The Old Country a success. It appears Mafia The Old Country made Take-Two Interactive a profit after all expenses were deducted." As for the in-game statistics, I don't know how accurate they really are. The 10 billion denarii is probably not reliable. Thousands of players, including myself, have exploited the game due to the infinite money glitch video which I posted. So what's the difference between Explorer and Free Ride mode? Explorer mode is a simplistic free roam mode that allows you to explore the Valle Dorada at your own pace. In Explorer mode, you can fast travel to 10 locations, find collectibles such as Saints cards, newspapers, photography spots, and purchase weapons/vehicles at Pasquale's store. Other than that, Explorer mode is dead with nothing to do activity-wise. There are no side missions, no NPCs to use your weapons on, and no ability to change the weather template. Explorer mode is just a watered-down free roam mode for players complaining about Mafia TOC not being open world. On the other hand, free ride mode will have new activities and gameplay content when it releases in a couple months. Activities could include racing, knife fights, and unique free ride missions. Gameplay content could include an official photo mode, enemy NPCs in the open world, and the ability to place a waypoint on the map. This is me just being optimistic. In reality, none of these things could appear in Freeride. At a minimum, I hope these 6 things will be added. Otherwise, a lot of Mafia Game fans will be disappointed at how dead Freeride mode is. This official image of Mafia The Old Country's Freeride implies new vehicles will be unlocked as rewards for completing Freeride activities. Freeride mode was unofficially announced back on June 15, 2025, when I uploaded a video showcasing a developer working on it. In Dev Diary number 3, there's a 2-second clip which reveals Freeride mode. Jacob Vavrick, Associate Art Director for Mafia TOC, is working on a Freeride mode in the Unreal Engine program. If you look closely, on the top of his screen it says Narrow World. Narrow is the codename for Mafia The Old Country, and to the right of it, it says Freeride. And in Dev Diary number 5, we can see Freeride on the bottom left of the screen. Judging by the gameplay we've seen so far, it seems Freeride will start in Don Torrisi's vineyard, similar to how Freeride in Mafia 1 spawns you at Salieri's bar. For those who don't know, Mafia 1 Classic from 2002 has a Freeride and Freeride Extreme mode. In Freeride, you can earn money by picking up and dropping off people in your taxi. The map has random enemy gangsters spawn in the world, and you'll receive money for each one you kill. You'll also be rewarded with money for driving at high speeds and destroying cars. You can use the money you earn to heal yourself at the hospital, buy weapons at Yellow Pete's gun shop, or repair your car via Bertone's service station. And to save your game's progress, visit Salieri's bar at any time. For a tougher challenge, Freeride Extreme mode provides 19 missions, each unlocking a unique vehicle. To begin a Freeride Extreme mission, start by locating and speaking with a man waving his arms. He'll give you a task to complete. Be warned, these missions are difficult, living up to the name Extreme in the game's mode. My Mafia 1 Classic playlist showcases all of these missions if you're curious. Mafia 2 was supposed to have a Freeride mode according to its game files, but it was cut from the final game. You had the option to choose from 6 weather templates: Summer Day Rain, Summer Night, Winter Day Snow, and Winter Night. You can still activate Freeride on PC with mods, but there's no missions to do. It's just a bare bones simplistic open world where you can't do any missions. Mafia 3 includes free roam natively and not as a separate game mode. Mafia Definitive Edition has a Freeride mode with 12 unique missions with rewards ranging from outfits to weapons to vehicles. To start a Freeride mission, you have to find a letter from Herbert Baskerville, a man with a German Shepherd head. All of these Freeride missions are located in my Mafia Definitive Edition playlist if you're curious or you just want to know the location of the letters. There's also 5 Lucas Bertone missions with 5 unique vehicles as rewards. To start a Lucas Bertone mission, you have to go to his shop, speak with them, look at the 5 postcards on the wall, which will all be available after you complete the game's story, then travel to the various locations to claim the unique vehicles. Besides the 12 Freeride and 5 Lucas Bertone missions, there are some features for the open world. You can pick up and drop off passengers in your taxi. You won't earn any money in Freeride as a taxi driver, but it's still cool that they added this immersive feature. For those curious, you can drive both taxi versions. The game generates an infinite amount of random passengers as you drive in Lost Heaven. You can spot potential passengers by finding individuals waving at you trying to hail you down. Or you can just look at the game's minimap and keep an eye out for any white squares with a black question mark in the middle. Those are people that want a cab. Another feature for the open world is racing. You can race at the Lost Heaven Autodrome with any vehicle from your garage. To race, go to the Lost Heaven Autodrome, then go to the side of the building and pull the red lever. 3 parking spots will appear, each corresponding to the number of laps for the race. You can choose 3 laps, 5 laps, or 10 laps. Whatever vehicle you decide to race with will be the vehicle of your 15 opponents. To change the weather in Freeride, go to Salieri's bar. In the room where the Don holds his meetings, you'll find 4 pictures on the wall. Choose from 4 weather templates: sunrise, noon, sunset, or nighttime. And if you go upstairs to the Don's office, you can find 2 additional weather templates on the wall. Choose from afternoon or daytime rain weather. It's a shame that they never added a nighttime rain weather template to the game. That's when the game really shines and looks amazing. Expect a similar weather gameplay feature for Mafia The Old Country's Freeride. Instead of picture frames to change the weather, maybe there will be paintings. Hangar 13 Games attended the Game Access Conference in Brno, Czech Republic, and the developers brought a German Shepherd mask to promote Mafia The Old Country. Hangar 13 may have been teasing at the return of Herbert Baskerville Freeride missions for Mafia TOC. These wacky but difficult missions were very fun in Mafia 1 and Mafia Definitive Edition. Having both a serious story campaign and light-hearted Freeride missions is a nice balance. The game is moderately priced at $49.99 US, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of content outside the game's story. The developers have stressed countless times in interviews that it will be on the same scale as Mafia Definitive Edition. And unfortunately, the Mafia 1 Remix Freeride mode got boring after completing all Freeride missions. There were no enemies to fight in the open world except for the police. I just hope they at least add randomly generated enemies walking around the city like Mafia 1 Classic. That was another big issue with Mafia Definitive Edition's Freeride. A lot of building interiors were inaccessible in Freeride and were only available in story mode. Fingers crossed they at least add some immersive features from Mafia 2, like eating, drinking, opening windows, turning the sink on, and buying food from the many stands in the city. And I really hope that Hangar 13 adds a photo mode to Freeride. A new gameplay feature introduced for the very first time in the Mafia Game series is in-game photography. In this scene, Isabella asks Enzo if he can take pictures of the ruins behind her using her camera, which seems to be based on the Kodak Brownie, first released in the year 1900. You can take in-game pictures of specific locations to add to your collection in story mode. The official Mafia Game account stated there will not be a dedicated photo mode at launch. This means there's a possibility they'll add a dedicated photo mode to Freeride post-launch. Nonetheless, Freeride has been officially confirmed for Mafia The Old Country and will be released as a free update for everyone in the coming months. For the latest Mafia Game news, updates, and content, subscribe to Mafia Game videos.